Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Tarot Talk. I'm Tommy, and I'll be hosting your weekly tarot reading today. Now, we're going to dive right in with a super quick overview, but do stick around after that to see the in-depth reading. All right. We've got the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Swords. All right. Not a bad start. So you got the King of Pentacles here, which you can see is in this really ornate robe here. He's sitting on this really solid throne. The castle's in the background here. So it looks like you have really dug into something deep here. You've set up something really solid for yourself, and it looks like you're sitting in a great position right now. So good for you. Now, right behind that, you've got the Queen of Cups. And that's almost as good as it gets with your emotions there. Again, solid throne that she's sitting on. In this one, this is the only card where the cup really appears more like what I would say a trophy. So it's kind of like you're winning when it comes to your emotions right now. Now, that said, you have the Six of Swords here. So I'm getting the impression that there's something that you're wanting to leave behind. All right, in this card down in the corner here, you see that there's really choppy waters, but out here, the water is all smooth, meaning there's smooth sailing ahead. Now, these figures all have their backs to us, meaning they're rowing away from us, and the six swords here are plunging into the front of the boat, representing some lessons that have been learned. Doesn't necessarily mean you learned exactly 6 lessons, but you are carrying the wisdom from those lessons with you. So let's see what it is that's got you sailing into smoother waters here. We're going to be doing a Celtic cross spread here in just a minute, which is going to allow us to take a look at the past, the present, a little bit into the future, and we'll be able to even see a little bit of what's going on in your subconscious and your conscious mind. Now, before we jump into that Celtic cross spread, I want to see how you are appearing in this reading, Sagittarius. How are you showing up here? Whoop, that one was the one poking out from the back. Okay, so you are the Knight of Pentacles right now, which again ties in with this King of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles is really my favorite horse. It's got this lush black fur, right? This black coat, and really silky and smooth. And it's just like this really decorated and ornate horse here. Again, curating his pentacles. It's kind of like he's ready for battle at any moment. But this one almost reminds me of like a Clydesdale, like the most powerful of horses here. So really firmly planted and kind of unmoving. So the fact that you have this unmoving is how you're showing up, but yet this need or desire to kind of row into calmer waters here, that's a little bit of a conflict. So let's explore that a little further. Now, please remember that this is a general reading, so if it's not resonating with you, please leave it behind. But I would ask that you share this with someone who may need to see it. I would also invite you to go ahead and stick around for the full reading, because sometimes messages can come out later in the reading that may apply to you, or you may be able to draw some wisdom from. And if you are sticking around, please do me a quick favor and just tap that subscribe button. Remember, hitting subscribe does not cost you anything, and it really helps support the channel. It allows me to come back week after week to give you these readings. All right, with that said, let's take a look at what your challenge is today. All right, so strength is what shows up here. This woman here is very softly and gently closing this lion's mouth here. The lion is actually letting her do that, and he's even got his tail between his legs, indicating that he is being very submissive to this woman who has this strength, this ability of strength here, but it's like a natural and soft strength. However, how this is really resonating for me with you right now, showing up as your obstacle. And again, pointing out that you are standing firm, planted, but knowing that you need to get away from some situation right now. It's showing me that you might be feeling like you're lacking the strength to change in this position, to get out of this situation that you're in. Um, it looks like that this situation is serving you well on a number of levels, but maybe there's an emotional need that's not being met. It could mean even just that you're not feeling this situation to be a challenge anymore, like in a good way, and you're craving that challenge a little bit. So I really do feel that it's coming through as just very forthcoming here, that it's just simply the strength that you're lacking in being able to do that. Let's dive a little deeper. Let's look at the subconscious and see what's going on. Okay, so you have got the 10 of Swords here. Now on the 10 of Swords, there's this figure lying flat on his face, and there are 10 swords plunged into his back. There's this kind of dark night sky hovering above that's showing that you're in a little bit of darkness here in this situation. In the dark, again, not knowing how to proceed. This is really a symbol of betrayal here. So you feel like in some situation that you have been betrayed. You may not be totally conscious that that's how you're summarizing it, but I'm getting that because of where this card is showing up in the subconscious mind, that's really where this is resonating. Deep down inside, you feel betrayed. Now, the interesting part of that to me is that you're not knowing how to proceed and you're lacking the strength. And because this betrayal is showing up in your subconscious mind, again, it's like deep down you know that, but I think somebody is trying to sugarcoat this. This person that betrayed you is almost trying to I don't want to use the word gaslight, but it's almost that kind of energy where it's like they're trying to tell you, oh, well, what I did was not that bad. It could have been worse, or this situation could have been worse. And it's like, you know that you shouldn't believe it, but you're not letting yourself know that. And you don't know if you have the strength to stand up to this person and say, no, that was a real betrayal. And your subconscious mind is trying to break through there. Now, it hurt. It's a painful situation. Probably sudden, probably something you didn't see coming. The good news about this card is that it is a 10. So that's indicating that this chapter, this cycle, this situation is almost over. Now, again, because that's in your subconscious, it does indicate to me that it might be coming to light, right? Typically, this light in the background comes through for me like it's the dawn of a new day because a chapter is about to close here. However, in your case, I think it's literally that. It's subconscious. It's about to come to the forefront, and you will be able to confront it because light has been shown on this. Maybe there's some details you didn't know. You know that you were betrayed, but you don't know all the details about it, and you may be learning those soon. There is a new light that's going to shed on this, and I think that is going to help drive some of the strength for you to know how to change this situation. Okay, let's look at your recent past. What's going on here? In the recent past, you've had the 10 of Pentacles. Now, I love the 10 of Pentacles. It looks like there is this strong arch here, again, suggesting a solid foundation. All right, so there's this older man, and then there's this family here, even a young child. So that represents legacy, family life. There's the dogs here showing up. There's wisdom. There's a lot of strength and compassion and love and like a sense of unity in this card, a sense of abundance. And I'm feeling like because this is showing up in the recent past, that this betrayal here kind of shook you to the core, right? This was a big betrayal. It kind of rocked this foundation, this solid life that you're living right now. Being the Queen of Cups that you are emotionally, You are somehow keeping your feelings or your emotions about the situation in check, at least outwardly. If somebody views you from the outside in right now, they're thinking you're still on top of your game. You are the king of pentacles. You are the queen of emotions. You've got it all. This is how the outside world is seeing you. It's starting to make sense to me now. You're able to keep up this kind of facade right now that there is no hurt, that everything in your life is perfect. Okay, all right, this is starting to make sense to me. Let's take a look at what's going on here in your conscious. What are you aware of right now? Well, no surprise. You've got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, she's sitting here, this figure, this robed figure. She's got this blindfold on and she's holding up these two swords. Oftentimes, this will symbolize a fork in the road, a path that you must take. Which way are you going to go, A or B? But you feel blinded. Okay, you feel like you don't know, you don't have enough information, you're not sure which path is the right path. But I've got two pieces of news for you on this. Number one, her hands are not tied. She could very easily use one of her hands to remove this blindfold and be able to look around and to clearly see which path. And speaking of paths, part number two is, look, there are islands behind her. She's surrounded by a whole world. There's an ocean that she could travel out in, meaning there are not only two paths in this situation. Things are not always black and white. It's not always A and B. There are an abundant, maybe infinite number of ways that she could go from here. So, once again, we need to find our path and we need to find the strength to move forward. And I think that moment's going to come at the dawning of, or when new light rather is being shed, so that you can further explore what this betrayal was. How deep did it go? All right. Now it's going to be important too to remember not to obsess over it. Figure it out only to the point that you need to know which direction to go and then move on. You know, don't dwell on this, because you'll get stuck in it and then that's not helping anybody, especially you. Let's look at the near future. All right, near future, you've got Nine of Wands. Okay. The Nine of Wands has this guy standing here, and he's a little bit weary. He's a little bit beat up and bruised. He's holding this one wand in his hand, still standing at the ready for battle, right? So he's been through kind of this this battle, and he's beat up from it, but he's still refusing to lie down. He's not going to be pushed over. He's not going to be knocked off of the path that he's chosen. So what that tells me is, when this light is shed and you make your decision, it's not going to be an easy decision. Okay, it might be the road less traveled. It's going to be a bumpy road to go down for the first little bit, but it tells me, because it's in your near future, that one, it's coming very soon, and two, that it is going to that you are, once you make this decision, you're going to stick to it, and you're going to say, nope, I'm in this. This is the decision I've made. I am sailing towards my calmer seas here. I am going to go find my happiness in this matter. Let's see how you see yourself. All right, you see yourself as the Three of Cups here, which is a celebration, right? These people are cheersing their cups together, they're dancing, there's abundance and all of this. And I think you see yourself that way because that's how you want the world to see you right now. You want the world to see you as the person who's got it all together, that again, your life is perfect. You're staying steadfast right here. You're saying, nope, this is it. My life is perfect. I have nothing going on. I have this beautiful foundation, this beautiful home life. But I think this is showing up here to remind you that there is still this thing going on that needs to be dealt with. You can't go on parading around with this facade forever. At some point, you're going to have to admit to yourself how deeply this really got to you. And again, only learn that and then move on. Don't get stuck there, because these times are to return once you process and heal from this betrayal. All right, let's look at your external forces. You've got the Hierophant here. Now, the Hierophant has been showing up for people all week in these readings. So the Hierophant is this kind of higher power, this maybe not higher power, but this religious figure, right? This leader. There are two pillars here representing structure. There's the crosses down the front here, which is how you can tell that this is a religious figure, plus all this ornate headgear they're wearing. And there are two people here that are seeking guidance. What's resonating with me here for you is that you may have to find a way to seek guidance, to kind of explore your spirituality in this. It's kind of one of those, if you can trust in the divine, connect with your higher self, with your spirit, with the universe, find ways to practice that and seek the guidance you need. Because when you do that, you are going to, the truth here is going to be revealed. And remember, the truth shall set you free, right? So that's what's coming up for you. That's the external. This is kind of, Spirit is trying to get in touch with you right now to let you know that they have a message for you. I'm not seeing what that message is here clearly, but there's something that's going to be revealed about this betrayal that you need to know. So let's get connected here. Meditation will be key this week. All right, let's look at your hopes and fears. Okay, this is the Seven of Swords, and this card is it represents a lot of deception here. This person has snatched up 5 of these swords and is like running away here. He's looking back over his shoulder to see if he's getting caught, if anybody's chasing him, if anybody saw him do this. And so he's sneaky, right? And I think your fear is, knowing that this betrayal has happened, you're in fear of being deceived again if you stick around in the same situation. Maybe your hope is that this deception wasn't as bad as you originally thought. But I think it's being reinforced here that, again, you need to explore this further, because there are more messages that are going to reveal themselves here to you. More information is still to come about this. All right, let's look at the outcome. The outcome is the Page of Cups. This is a good one to have in your outcome. So the Page of Cups here, page typically represents learning something new, creating something new, or desiring something new. And I think for you, there is a desire to just be happy. It's almost like you want to go back to a time before you knew about this betrayal. It's almost like, yeah, you wish this betrayal didn't happen, but you'd almost rather just keep living in a state of bliss and be ignorant to this betrayal than to have it come and present itself. But what the outcome of this is telling you that even though you're going to learn something here and you're going to have to make some decisions and you're going to have to draw from your strength and move forward, but it's telling you that don't worry, all is not lost. You are going to have this kind of happiness surprise. The way the fish is jumping out of this cup here is like, you're going to be happy. In the end of all of this, you are going to be happy, no matter what that looks like, no matter what the end looks like. And that happiness is going to come when you least expect it. So you're going to go through a little bit of a bumpy time as you kind of reconcile this here. And then all of a sudden, one day, as if by magic, you're going to find yourself laughing and happy again and really fulfilled. You're still going to find yourself back and fulfilled. So don't feel like by traveling down this different path and kind of escaping this situation you're in, that you're losing this. Page of Cups is kind of signifying that you're going to be learning something. Again, learning. Page is all about learning. You're going to learn something about this situation, and your cup will be full and you will still have happiness. You're going to be able to have your cake and eat it too. All right, let's see your shadow card. Shadow card, another learning card. So see, what am I telling you? Something's coming through here. You're going to be learning something. Page of Pentacles is, again, tying in your Pentacles cards here, the 10 and the King and the Knight, saying that you're going to be able to keep your Pentacles. So Fear not that you're going to lose something in this change, in this process. But the Page of Pentacles encourages you to keep exploring, keep learning in both of these, and make sure that your new path or your new ocean that you're sailing on is built on this solid foundation, right? Let's make sure that we're building things, we're learning about our new path, and that you're taking the right approach. And a lot of that guidance is going to come from the Hierophant here. You know, you seek this spiritual guidance that you need here. All right. Now, I would like to just insert there that I am offering personal readings now. So if you're interested in exploring this topic further and seeing how maybe it ties in a little bit more personally to you instead of just in this general reading, please do check out the link in the description. I've got some affordable options in there. All right, we're going to take a look at your Cosmic Wisdom Oracle card here. You've got Galaxy. Your experiences are shaped by your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Embrace your power, for you are the designer of your own cosmic journey. So embrace your power there. Again, you are the designer of your own cosmic journey. So that's going to bring you back to making sure you're learning everything. And again, connecting galaxy, universe here with the Hierophant. Be looking into that deep spiritual connection, because whatever messages you're meant to receive are going to only help you embrace your power further and fuel your forward response here with the Six of Swords. Not response, but how to move forward in your path here. It's going to help you tap into your strength. All right, this is your Akashic Records Oracle card. Difficult road. Spirit of perseverance, being prepared for the great things, walking the hard path in life. So again, this path is going to have some bumps on it that you're going to go down here in the near future. It's not going to be an easy path for you, but in the end, it is going to be one of reward and one where you are going to get and continue this legacy here. All right, you're going to have abundance. And again, I'm just going back to you're going to have your cake and you're going to eat it too. All right, Sagittarius, I wish you well this week. Again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe so you don't miss a future reading and help us support the channel. I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out for you, and I'm wishing you all the best and all the support the universe has to give. Have a good week, Sagittarius.